You're listening to Navid Moosa of the Mindset Movement. Good day, good people. My name is Navid Moosa. I'm your host today, and always for the Mindset Movement podcast. We are wrapping up our last episode here in Vegas. We're so far having a great time, learned a lot, and this one is going to be a quick one because, as I said before in the other episodes, I got my team here, and this one we're going to be doing a quick interview here with Jose Rivera, aka JR, who was basically started off as a student, got into the business, and now he's a team member of ours, interacting on a daily basis. And I would like you, and this is your idea, so this is very organic, which is awesome. Talk about what we were talking about offline, essentially. Like, it's not maybe meant for everybody to do this or something like that, and when the opportunities were, and kind of go from there.
Yeah. So in the spirit of an outsider coming in or a new person getting into real estate or investing, it's not for everybody, and as a person looking for an opportunity.
So it's not for everybody, but it is for anybody.
Correct. Mm-hmm. Correct. Just because it's not for everybody doesn't mean it doesn't work or that it's not for anybody. But it might not be your cup of tea, and that's okay. You could save who you're working with time and yourself time and pain. But in the entrepreneurial space, you're going to come across opportunities. They're not necessarily all for you. They may all work. McDonald's works, so does Wendy's, so does Burger King, so does In-N-Out. But, you might prefer Chick-fil-A. It just, it does, just to try to keep it simple.
Yeah.
That might be your cup of tea. And they all work. They're all making money. They're all providing a service. And through the process of looking at what else to do, whether it be real estate, whether it be expanding in trucking, whether it be laundromats is one of the things that we considered and looked at, or investing into other local organic businesses. Landing where I landed was ultimately through the interview process of meeting beyond Navid, the people that he introduced me to, and getting to a point where it's like, you know what? I trust this process. I believe in the way that they're looking at this. I don't understand any of it, but they answer my questions. I listen. I don't talk a lot. But whenever I do have a question, Adam will take 10 minutes explaining it. Anna will take 10 minutes explaining, and I may ask all three of them the same question.
To see what's the answer.
Well, yeah, so it makes sense to me, and nobody judges me in any way, and that was important for me, and that works for me. I mean, does that make any sense?
To give people a quick background, Jared has been driving truck for quite some time, 7-8 years.
In total, 12.
12 years. So 12 years driving, and then he came to me saying, I need to get out of truck driving. I need to be home more. I need to take care of myself, my family, stuff like that. So I said, okay, great. So I got with my team members, Adam and Anna, and we created a plan to get him out. And I'm happy to say that in about a year's time, he went from driving 50, 60 hours a week to not driving at all anymore. And he now owns several trailers, and he's got drivers in them, stuff like that. So he is off the road 100%. He is in real estate investing, and he's basically taken the concept of landlord tenant and applied it to into the trucking industry.
Absolutely.
So basically, the trailer is the house, the driver is the landlord,
the tenant
rather, right. And then he's the landlord, right? So he took that concept of real estate and applied it to the trucking industry, and it's worked out very good for him. And he's able to be here with us and have this lifestyle that it suits him very well. So when he wanted to talk about this, I'm like, yeah, because he does. Those who know Jared know he don't talk. He doesn't talk at all. So for him to want to do this, I was like, dude, bro, we can do this, but you got to do both of the talking, and he is. So that's great. And we had a little switcheroo. If you were watching other episodes, we had Anna here, but we switched them out because Adam wanted to say something in regards to about the one episode we did. It's not that people need to understand that we do what we do because it's a long-term success for everybody involved, right? And so when we tell you no, it's not that we don't want to work with you. We just don't want to set you up for failure. And a lot of people take that the wrong way because they think you're telling me what to do. Maybe but it's not that we're telling you what to do because you're going to screw this up. We know of a better way. We know this better way because we've been doing this. There's over 50 years of experience. You have to understand that at this table. There's a half a century experience sitting at this table. You need to first understand that. That's the number one. But if you could elaborate on that, the thing where why we say no, and it's not saying no to be rude, it's saying no to protect and enhance, really.
Yeah, I mean, our interests are essentially, like, just to boil it down, our interests are aligned with our clients.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, we're not going to sell you a deal for $100,000 that's only worth 80,
Mm-hmm.
because you're not going to buy another one and another one and another one.
Yeah.
Our goal, we have something set up that's kind of like an ecosystem. That's kind of our goal.
Yeah.
And that's also part of the reason we're here. But our philosophy is that it needs to work for everybody involved, and then everybody grows, and that's great for everybody, right? So
Right.
if JR wants to get into investing, I'm not going to screw him over on his first deal, because then he's not going to have a second deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
also own property
Not only
management.
that,
And if he buys 50 doors and they're all rentals, that's 50 more doors that we get to manage, and we get the revenue off of that, just to be candid.
mm-hmm.
Correct.
It's beneficial.
And I'm perfectly fine with
It's
that.
beneficial for everybody. So if you come to us as a first-time person, there's a lot of people in the street that will sell you a deal that doesn't always make sense,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't ever have to see that person again. They're just looking to make the money, and then they're out.
Not only.
Our goal is to grow with
Uh-huh.
our investors, and that's in other words, that's why when we say, if we bring a deal to you and you keep saying no, 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 it's probably not a good fit.
Our business model is that we all know that our business model is to increase all our investors' portfolio. So yes, we do property management. That's the end product of doing an off-market deal, doing a renovation, refining this property, and doing the next flip, or however that person wants to work on it.
Yeah.
But we're holding that property as property management. So the whole deal and the whole process is that if we give you a bad deal, it's going to be our headache. So we are not going to sell you a headache to make it part of ours.
Yeah. It's just a bad taste in everyone's
Yes.
mouth. Yeah.
And everybody's mouth.
Yeah.
We're trying to increase everybody's portfolio constantly. We want you as a buyer all the time. We don't want you to just buy one deal from us and just disappear because you're pissed at us or mad at us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I mean, it's a long-term relationship.
Yes.
Correct.
It's not a
That
one
is-
night. It's not a one
Yep,
night stand.
it's not a one night
It's not
stand.
a one night stand. I say that a lot. It's a long-term relationship, which is what we're
Yep.
trying to set up here. Because we talk about it. You guys rather manage, for example, 300 quality doors
Yes.
than 3,000 shitty doors.
Yes, that's
You know, and
correct.
this is this business is a quantity business, but our business model, our ecosystem we're setting up is a quality
Quality.
one, right? And for those who are curious, please, you can send a DM to at the Navid Moosa or at 1111, the word 11, the number 11, and saying, just put in the DM ecosystem, and we'll explain to you what it is. But essentially, in a nutshell, we want you to come to us, and we will put you with our wholesalers to find you a property, with our contractors to do the renovation, our property manager group to manage it for you, and we even have a business relationship with lenders within our state who lend all 50 states, by the way. They'll lend to those states to get you refinanced out. So we have this ecosystem built. We just want to make it a little bit stronger for the private money lending side, because some people come to us and it's like, we need a lender. We found a property through you guys. You guys have the contract. You have everything in place, but we need a lender in place. So that's why we came to Vegas and we got that. We got a great list. We have a whole bunch of people to call and to follow up with. But we want to wrap this one up. This is a quick one here. Jared wanted to talk, which is very rare, I said. So I wanted to have him to talk, but Adam has some good points as well. Look, we had a great time here in Vegas. We're going to wrap it up. If you've heard this and if what we said has piqued any interest of you, if you want to get started in real estate, or if you don't know where to get started in real estate, hit us up. Drop a comment below. DM me at the Navid Moosa on TikTok and Instagram. DM at 1111, the word 11 followed by the number 11 on Instagram. Just saying, the word get involved, ecosystem, whatever. We know what these are. It'll trigger us in our memories to saying, hey, we'll reach out to you guys. We're wrapping up today. Big shout out to RS Media. Again, Room Service Media has an amazing thing here. If you're here in Vegas, check them out. Do a podcast here. It's a great environment. They do an amazing job of hosting us. We're amazed by it. And that's it. Each every week we wrap it up. And we'll wrap it up in Vegas here for the week. And look, just take care of the client. Take care of the client. Everything else will fall into place. And sometimes that's you. Sometimes you taking care of yourself. That means you're allowing yourself to be the best version of you, which means you allow your team members, your family, your friends to see what you're really about and how you can help them get to the next level, which they deserve to be at. So, see you guys. Next podcast will be in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And we're wrapping this one up. So thank you, Vegas. We had a great time. Thank you, RS Media. We had an amazing time as well. And we'll see you guys next time at Navid Moosa, the podcast, Navid Moosa, the Mindset with the podcast on YouTube and on wherever you get your favorite podcast at. So take care, be safe, be good to each other. Don't do anything stupid. Enjoy.
Bye.